and welcome to a dual unboxing. I decided to do these two together because I don't have the energy to put towards each of these having their own separate unboxings, and I think it's actually pretty interesting to do a dual unboxing of these every month because they're from the same price point, just around $10 to about $15. I don't remember exactly what I paid for either one, but I think it's in the $10 to $15 range. And one is Birchbox and the other is Play by Sephora. They both offer basically sample-sized items for in makeup and skincare every month. And they're both a lot of fun and I enjoy both of them. They're not my favorite subscriptions, and if I was going to get rid of any of them, I'd probably be Birchbox or Play by Sephora, only because I feel like BoxyCharm gives you more for what you spend. They give me things that I've never seen before, newer products. But that being said, with as much as I travel and when I go swimming or anything where I need there to be a smaller size of something, it is nice to have travel sizes or sample sizes because I can use them when I'm traveling or going to the gym or whatever. Anyhow, so this is February 2019, both Sephora's Play and Birchbox. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the one that was less successful for me, and that's the Birchbox one, with the exception of one item in there, which was awesome. So this is the cover. The boxes are always super cute. A little part of me would just keep the subscription going just simply so I can keep getting these adorable boxes. And I actually use them for all sorts of things, either gifting, or I'll go ahead and let my son use them for items, etc. They always come with a little info packet, and on the back they explain what's in it. And these are some nice products. I mean, Malin Goetz Vitamin E Face Moisturizer, MAC Cosmetics Lipglass. And by the way, that is lip glass and not lip gloss. Like my other the other unboxings I've done, I've shown off my lip gloss and my Bobbi Brown lip gloss, and I kept calling it lip glass. Well, this time it's actually lip glass. So I'm glad I got it right for at least one of these products. Although knowing me, I'd probably call it lip gloss instead of lip glass. But anyways, it's the MAC Lip Glass, the Marcel Extension Plus Skyline Mascara, Proenza Schouler, I don't know, Arizona Eau de Parfum, it's a sample size of that, and Sunday Riley Auto-Correct Brightening and Depuffing Eye Contour Cream. So in here, I'll go ahead and start with MAC Lip Glass. Now, this color gets me a little nervous because it's a mauvey, purpley, grayish, brownish color. And I'm going to be honest, that typically is not the best color for me. However, that said, the color I'm wearing on my lips is actually from the Sephora Play box, and it is a Bite Beauty in a very similar shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch this on my hand, and then later on in the video I'm going to swatch the Bite Beauty one, and if they are the same color, then I probably will keep this lip gloss, because even though this is not my normal favorite shade to wear, because I typically prefer roses or like anything with a golden undertone, I do actually like the way this one looks on me. It's definitely more goth Dina than it is sunny happy Dina, but it's a color that I think looks decent on me, and I'm kind of enjoying this more emo edgy look that I've got going on today. I put a little bit heavier makeup on my eyes, and so I mean, I can get into it if I can get the right look going. And I'm wearing like a navy blue velvet sweatshirt, so it's all grooving together. So here is a swatch of it, and it's deep enough that makes me think it might work. If it was a little bit lighter or fairer, I would probably not be able to wear it, because anything that's too close to my skin tone is not a good idea. So here's what it looks like swatched on my hand. So not too bad. It's glossy. It's a pretty color. I just am not sure whether or not it's going to be close enough to this color for me to get away with it, but I'll know in a minute. And next we have the Marcel Extension Plus Skyline Mascara. It looks like that. And then when you pull it out, oh, this may actually work well for me. I tend to do well with things that lengthen versus thicken. I have short blonde eyelashes, and if I don't have something that's going to grab on and give me length, it's not worth it, because if you can't see them, even if they're thick, it's not going to work for me. I really do have to have the length for it to do anything for me, so I'll have to give this a try. I haven't had a chance to put this one on. I'm wearing the Better Than Sex mascara that I got in this month's BoxyCharm. And again, not my favorite mascara, but for a daily use, it's no big deal. Here's the Malin Goetz Vitamin E Face Moisturizer. I know that places like Blue Mercury sell Malin Goetz, and I've gotten things from them in the past. And I do actually really like it, and I have to say, I would like to have this for when I go swimming, or just now in this time of year when it's really dry outside. It would help me not be so. Just feels like I was out with some of my students, and I took a picture of the two of us together. And after I saw the picture, I realized how dry my skin looked. And I said to her jokingly, I'm like, it looks like I need to drink water because I was so dry. And this looks like it would be a good choice. In fact, I'll go ahead and just kind of play around with it on my skin and see how it feels. But anything that has vitamin E is typically a good choice for really dry months, because it's very hydrating vitamin. Yeah, it's thick. It doesn't sit there on top of your skin for long, but I can tell it's hydrating. It might just be a really good hand moisturizer, actually, and not worry about putting it on my face. Next up, we have what I consider the blockbuster from this box, because I used it today under my eyes. It's the Auto-Correct, and it brightens and depuffs eye contour cream, and it's Sunday Riley. And what I liked most about it, in addition to it giving that kind of feeling of, okay, I'm doing something to make it feel like there's less puff, it also has a little bit of a brightening highlighter in it, and it allowed for my skin to just kind of not look so dark or look so sallow or look so whatever it is that causes the under eye to look just terrible on a regular basis. It's not that I hate my under eyes, I find it just not as pretty as it could be. And so something like this is good for me to have in my arsenal, and it may be one of those, I'm going to use it for a couple of days in a row. If it's really good, I'm going to go ahead and spend money on it and buy the full size. Arizona by Proenza I should be able to say that's Schouler. It's a German last name, so Schouler. I mean, I don't know. I tried this the other day, and it's okay. It's a little too sweet for my liking. I prefer just straight floral or straight clean. So anything that has more of a candy, musky smell is not my thing. And this one is definitely on the sweeter side. I can smell some of the floral, but it's kind of over the sort of the sugary, caramelly smell is overwhelming the floral that's already in there. And it says that it has white cactus flower, jasmine, and orange flower. I'm smelling a whole lot of sweet. Yeah. So this is the Birchbox, and now I'm going to move on to the Sephora play. And there were more hits for me in here than in the Birchbox. So I'm going to already declare that the Sephora play box wins this month. But Birchbox did have the Auto-Correct, which is amazing. All right, so in here, let's start with what I actually wore today. It's Quickliner by Clinique. It's in the color Ebony. I would have preferred a lighter shade, or maybe a purple or a brown, but no, I got a black. But I will say this. I do like the look of a cat eye or a thick, intense black eyeliner. It's beautiful. It's very pretty when women do it right. Now, I didn't do it all the way cat eye. I only just added a little bit of a kind of a flick, and then I intently drew a nice thick black line here. And then, of course, I put some eyeshadow on top of it just to give it a little bit of gradation and color. But this went on very easily. And the gel it just swoops on. Does a really good job of staying there. I mean, it's 5 seconds later and I'm rubbing it and there's just the tiniest little bit of smudge. Had I waited another 5 seconds, there would have been no smudging. And this stuff I swatched it last night. I had to wash my hands to get it to come off. So this is good stuff. And I'm glad to have this and would really like it if Sephora or Birchbox, if they feel like it. Probably Sephora, because I don't think Birchbox carries Clinique. But if they wanted to go ahead and send me that same product in like a navy blue or a purple or a brown, I would be more than happy to take one off of your hands. All right, next is the Caudalie Vinoperfect Serum. It's a Radiance Serum, complexion correcting. Now I have a lot of samples from this company. I actually really like Caudalie. I use their mist that has that kind of freshening to it a lot. I love it. And I love these serums. You know, I haven't actually ever bought a full-size Caudalie because they keep sending all the samples. So the only thing full-size I ever buy from them is that mister. Because they always are sending me new products. Every month I feel like I get another Caudalie product. This is taking a second to come out. I don't know. It feels like it's not, for a big bottle, it's not very full, which is unfortunate. And of course it all spilled out. Anyhow, it's your typical serum. It's the one that we've all received multiple times. If you've been doing beauty boxes for a while, this is that same serum that comes in every single box, or every other box, it feels like. But, you know, it does work, and I like it. I mean, I feel like my skin gets refreshed after I'm washing it. I put a little bit of the Vinoperfect serum on it. I mean, I wouldn't say it's not doing a good job. It's just I keep receiving it, so I'm never compelled to buy it. And I would say this is actually a really good serum if you're kind of starting out in skincare and maybe you're in your late teens or early 20s. This is a nice one just to kind of keep your skin moisturized and protected and get you on the right skincare regimen so you can start to get used to the idea that you have to put a serum down first, then you put down your moisturizer. It just gets you in those steps. So it's something like this is going to be good for my daughter when she's maybe 5 years from now because she's 10. Next up, I have the Kat Von D Odo Parfum. There's 2 samples, Saint and Sinner. I actually am wearing Saint, which is a mix of, it says dreamy, romantic, and alluring. And they have the information about what's in it. And then they have Sinner on the other side, which says dark, sultry, and empowering. Now, I don't mind the Saint. It's still a bit sweet, but it's not as sweet as Arizona, which was in the Birchbox. But I don't think Sinner is going to be up my alley. I bet you anything it's too musky for me. Because anything that talks about sexy is like always musky and just too oriental. And actually, you know what? I actually kind of like it. It doesn't smell as musky as I thought it would. It actually has more of that sort of men's cologne smell. And it's almost clean, which I'm surprised because you would think something called Sinner wouldn't be super clean. But it may just be the way it's mixing with my particular skin chemistry. This, by the way, is the fold-out you get in the Play by Sephora. And on the back, they always have the information about what you received. So it says here that the Sinner has orange blossom, cinnamon, white floral, and plum. And the Saint has mandarin, jasmine, vanilla, and creamy musk. Now, see, that's the thing. The Saint has vanilla and creamy musk, and that might be that sort of sweetness I smell. And in the Sinner, I'm not smelling sweet. I'm smelling the white floral and the cinnamon, and that's seeming more to be my speed. So I think I'm going to continue to wear the Sinner and not the Saint, which is, if you know me in real life, that's like, what? That's not you. And neither is Emo Dina. So maybe I'm just enjoying the whole goth Sinner. I don't know. All right. Next is the Wander Beauty Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. I actually have these. I have at least a stash of 5 or 6 of these. I think I got it in, it may have been the Pop Sugar box a couple months ago. Anyway, I have a bunch of these. They're awesome. They're great. You put them on in the bath or you know, right before you're getting ready for a big date or something, and you need to have it, your eye area very prepped and hydrated in order to put the makeup on. These are great to have, so I'm very excited about that. Next is that Bite Beauty I was telling you about. This is in the shade Sake. And I have really lucked out with lipsticks these past couple of months. Every lipstick I've tried, I've enjoyed. Here it is. It's going to be swatched against that MAC Cosmetics one. It appears that the Bite Beauty is a touch purple, more purple and more pink than the MAC Cosmetics. That said, the MAC Cosmetics is darker than the Bite Beauty. So I think actually maybe I will be able to get away with the MAC lip gloss. So I think I'm going to go ahead and keep the MAC lip gloss, and I think I'm going to try wearing it sometime. And maybe I could even take the Bite Beauty, put it on, and put the lip gloss on top of it, just to give it a little bit of depth and dimension, a little bit less of a matte look and a little bit more of that glossy look, which I like a lot. So I'll have to give that a shot. And finally, last but not least, I have the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-Hour Auto-Replenishing Hydrator. Again, very nice to have in the middle of winter. I do like Clinique products. Anybody who is from the era that I am, aka not anybody born after 2000 or before, or maybe, gosh, even 1995. Clinique was just a brand that all of my friends, we all enjoyed buying Clinique products. It felt so luxurious, and you go into Macy's or Hex or whatever store you had that was your local department store, and Clinique would have those purchase with, free gift with purchase items, and you get 7 items, and there'd be makeup, and then there'd be a little bit of moisturizer. Anyway, it's a gel moisturizer, and it's it makes my skin feel very soft and smooth. It almost feels like one of those primers. I know it's not a primer, but it has that feel that you have with primers where it kind of fills in your pores. It has a similar feel, but it's hydrating. This is nice. I look forward to using this. I'm gonna have to use this tomorrow. I like it. Very cool. It says 72 hours. We'll see. 3 days. That's, yeah, I'm not sure I buy that, but very cool. And there you go. All right. So between the two of them, Sephora by Play, you win this month, but maybe next month Birchbox will. We will see. I look forward to seeing you in a month's time for the March 2019 dual unboxing of Birchbox and Sephora by Play. Y'all have a great day.